And now, the race that a lot of people have been looking forward to.
Dhuha, remember, has won this 3 in a row. He's trying to become only the second swimmer to win it 4 in a row after Jeffrey Ong, who did it from 87 to 93. That will happen later on in the evening. Since 2013, this has been the domain of the Vietnamese. They've won every race, all 6 of them, since 2013. Well, let's see what these swimmers can come up with. It's very interesting. Swimmers in lane and form, Mohammad Akbar Putra Taufik and Mohammad Dhuha Zulkifry, both 14-year-olds who've been pushing each other in this region in the age group championships for quite some time already. As Akbar Putra Taufik actually won the Southeast Asian age group champs in the 14 to 15 category with a time of 16.27.18 seconds. And that was only 0.07 seconds faster than the swimmer that he's swimming with today, Dhuha Zulkifry. One of the closest races that you'll ever see at the Southeast Asian age group champs. That happened in Malaysia in December, and then again in Malaysia in April. It was Dhuha Zulkifry of Malaysia in lane 5 who came up trumps, 16.05.01, with a more convincing win over Akbar.
Well, we will see what will happen in the careers of these two, Akbar and Dhuha. That's the Malaysian, as we see in the middle of your screen there, leading Akbar of Indonesia in first place, around about 74 strokes per minute at the moment for the Malaysian. He's desperately trying to lower that time as much as possible. It's Malaysians certainly had very good swimmers in this for the longest of times, but hasn't been that case in a while. In fact, there's been a huge lull in terms of Malaysian gold medals in swimming of late at the Southeast Asian Games. Not a single gold medal at these games, and only the one at the last games.
Yeah, perhaps the greatest ever in terms of 1500 meters freestyle, Sun Yang. I used to remember him having those 2-beat kicks throughout, and then all of a sudden in the final 100 meters, he just kicks it up, and everyone's getting excited because there's splashes all over the pool in his lane.
Well, we're halfway through the race, and the good news for him, of course, is that he has the knowledge that his legs are very much warmed up and haven't been in use at all, so there will be some energy and some sugar in them.
It would still be a tough race for him because no one is there next to him to pace him. I think he's not really sure how fast or how slow he's going. I think it's a little bit hard to motivate yourself to sort of change gears when there's literally nobody next to you.
And now, almost catching the Cambodian in lane 3. And, by the end of this leg, most likely going to be lapping him. Have a look at the lap times there. I know a lot of swimmers, Rowan, in the long distance races, be it the 1500 or 800 meters freestyle, they're actually almost counting the number of strokes that they take for a length of the pool, just to ensure that they keep the same sort of rhythm and know that they are in sync for a very good time.
Yes, and some of them even have the beeper. We train with the beeper that's at our goggle strap so that it kind of reminds you what's your stroke rate supposed to be. So I know, like for Glenn, he used to have to train with the beeper almost every single day so that he kind of trains that rhythm, that tempo, so that going into the race is almost muscle memory.
Now closer to 74 strokes per minute as opposed to the leisurely 71 I should say, that she was swimming in the middle of this race. He will be pretty pleased with the time, and watch the legs now take over and start kicking. There we go, a little bit more splash from the lower body. Had that signal to start kicking on and kicking through. Just like that, he's increased that stroke rates by 5 strokes per minute, as he knows he needs to put a timer down, needs to put
a marker down for the rest of the evening session to say this is what you chase. There go the legs of Muhammad Dhuha Zulkifry. Lost out, of course, to Akbar at the Southeast Asian age group champs, and then got better and better, quicker and quicker, backing up with tons of gas and stamina inside of him. And now he's at his most convincing victory against his Indonesian opponent with that time of 16:07.94 seconds. Just outside his personal best, unfortunately. Wasn't pushed at all. I bet you if he was probably in the evening's finals, that would have been a lot lower. Disappointment for Akbar, who came in here looking to add SEA Games glory to the SEA Games age group champs, failing to do so.
Swim your own race with those rivals around you might do the trick.